5. What's up, your Mousetrap? Is a Tesla Mouse here, your coach of Houston Raichus for Season 3, Week 6 of the VPL, the Valhalla Pokemon League, and this week we are taking a SlowFormula of the Chicago Ursarings. I believe I took on this guy in Season 2 of the VPL, and we managed to defeat him then, so hopefully we can continue that and defeat him this season to go 5-1. We are currently 4-1. We defeated Mad Junk Boy, aka
Carl!
Yes, Carl, of the Bearded Behemoths in our Week 5 match. Now, SlowFormula has a pretty threatening roster. He has Mega Sharpedo, which is not that threatening with the whole Mega Evolution rule that he can't go for Protect, then Mega Evolve. He has Golurk, Rotom Heat, Serena, Clefable, Alakazam, Mantine, Haxorus, Terrakion, and Durant as well. He has 4 Z-move users as of Week 7. Now, the thing about Haxorus is this. We were given a mission. Basically, what a mission is that every few weeks, the commissioner gives a mission to each team where they get one benefit, but only one member of the team gets that benefit. It could be an extra transaction, or it can be an extra Z-move user. And I was the one who got the extra Z-move user, as did SlowFormula. SlowFormula chose Haxorus as his 4th Z-move user. I chose Kyurem, although it's not noted on the spreadsheet, but it's there. Again, they're not legal until Week 7, so I won't be bringing Z-move Kyurem. He won't be bringing Z-move Haxorus. That's all good. Another thing to note is that the 4 Z-move users can only use offensive Z-moves. But at any rate, we have 3 possible Rock Setters on SlowFormula's team. He has Golurk, Clefable, and Terrakion. 2 possible Hazard Movers in Serena as a Rapid Spinner and Mantine in a Defogger. His team is pretty interesting, I'm not going to lie. I am bringing 2 Choice Scarfers this week to basically deal with non-Scarf Alakazam. So let's go over the first Mon real quick. We are bringing Choice Scarf Raichu, named Houston Zone, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Surf, and Hidden Power Fire. Max Special Attack, Max Speed, 4 Special Defense, with Lightning Rod as the ability. We have Choice Scarf Raichu here to basically outspeed Choice Scarf Terrakion, Choice Scarf Durant, and Choice Scarf Haxorus. The reason why I'm not speed creeping anything is because I want the maximum speed possible in case he runs Scarf Durant or Scarf Terrakion. That would not be good if he was to bring one of those and just clobber our Raichu with it. Going over the calcs here, Himbar Fire on a Durant without the Aqua Berry, because it will do a maximum of 85.7% damage, will be a guaranteed one-shot on it. So it'll do a maximum of 171.4% damage to the Durant. However, Durant with its 109 base attack and its ability Hustle will one-shot our Raichu with Superpower and X-Scissor. So we want to get Hidden Power Fire off, we want to take out the Durant, because honestly, Thunderbolt is not going to be a guaranteed one-shot on the Durant. We'll be lucky if we get a maximum of 94.7% damage. So Hidden Power Fire is definitely the way to go here. I don't want to go 1v1 against the Durant and have and just have like Thunderbolt and then just get clobbered by X-Scissor or Superpower. That would not be fun. Then we have Rotom Heat here. If we go with the defensive pivot set from Rotom Heat, basically Surf will do a maximum of 58.9% damage. It'll be a 69.9% chance to two-shot it. Overheat will do a maximum of 80%. Volt Switch will do like nothing actually because of Lightning Rod. And Will-O-Wisp will burn our Raichu. It doesn't really matter. We're not running special attacks on the Raichu. So he wants to switch into his Rotom Heat thing that is all clever. Gonna soak up that Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. Wrong, he'll be shot by the Surf most likely. Golurk, if his Golurk does switch in, will take a maximum of 70.3% damage. It'll be guaranteed 2-shot on his Golurk as well. Now, I was debating going for a Z-move Raichu this week, but ultimately I decided that Choice Scarf was going to be the better option, since I do want double Scarfers to deal with his Mega Sharpedo at +1 and his Alakazam that's not Scarfed. So, again, Raichu can easily deal with his Sharpedo, especially with it being Scarfed. He can deal with his Mantine easily, his Rotom Heat, well, not his Rotom Heat, but his Durant with Hidden Power Fire. And we also have Hidden Power Fire to deal with this arena. Now, you could be saying to yourselves, well, you should run Hidden Power Ice instead for the Haxorus. But that, you know, that's alright, because we have something for the Haxorus. We have 2 physically defensive walls that are immune to Earthquake, one that resists Dragon type in Skarmory and Landorus T, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, this is the set for Raichu, Choice Scarf. I believe I only ran Choice Scarf one other week, and that was against Mad Junk Boy, and that was our week 5 match. So basically, we're running a Choice Scarf 2 weeks in a row. But the situation does warrant it here. The next one we're bringing is Scratcher the Skarmory. It's going to have Iron Head, Spikes, Roost, and Roar with 248 HP, 252 defense, 8 special defense. No real special EV spread here. Skarmory just here, basically hazard stack on the Durant. Possibly the Haxorus as well. Iron Head is there for stab, build the Clefable, and to deal with the Terrakion. And Terrakion at +2. Let's see what a +2 Stone Edge does from Terrakion on Skarmory. If we can find the let's see. Let's go to the Showdown Calculator and do Skarmory. Scratcher is a set. This is the same EV spread that we're running, so it doesn't really matter what we do here. Alright. Versus Terrakion. Iron Head will do a maximum of 61% damage to the Terrakion. Stone Edge will do a maximum of 33.9% damage. At +2, Stone Edge does a maximum of 67.2, while Close Combat does 80.7. If he gets a Close Combat off and our Skarmory is still staying at -1 defense, Skarmory's Iron Head will do 89.8% damage maximum to the Terrakion. Now if he goes for a Z move, on Continental Crush, that'll be guaranteed 1-hit KO. All Out Pummeling, also guaranteed 1-hit KO. He could bring a Double Dance Terrakion, as that would be in his best interest, too. And if he gets a Rock Polish and a Sword Dance up, nothing of mine is going to survive it. Because he can just sweep us easily with his Terrakion. The only thing that we can hope for is Skarmory basically roaring out the Terrakion or something. Assuming we don't take prior damage to it, so we do have to watch out for that. Next mon that we are bringing is going to be Lando T Money, the Landorus Tyrion. It's going to be another physically defensive wall. Earthquake, U-Turn, Gravity this time, and Stealth Rocks with the Rocky Helmet. 252 HP, 216 defense, 24 special defense, 16 speed. Infrastructure, of course. We have Gravity for one simple reason. Mantine and Rotom Heat. If he tries to switch his Rotom Heat in, think that we're going to Earthquake like it's Terrakion or something, we can predict that switch, go for Gravity, and his Rotom Heat will be grounded. Then we can go for a quad super effective Earthquake on it. Because his Rotom Heat will no longer be levitating in the air due to Gravity. Another thing that's interesting is that Gravity also makes it so all moves connect. Now, aside from Victini, we're not really running inaccurate moves on our Mons, so Gravity's secondary effect of having all moves hit is kind of useless here. But it's there to basically ground Mantine and Rotom Heat and basically make it so that there are no safe switch-ins to Earthquake. And come to think of it, the only Mon that resists Earthquake on his roster is Serena. But we got U-Turn for that. We can just switch into something like a Victini or something. So we got Landorus T with that move set. Now, before the match has already happened. This team builder is being recorded after the match has happened. But I want to explain something to you. Here's a derp that I'm going to make during the battle. You guys are being forewarned about this. This will be the only spoiler I say. I, for some reason, forget that when you calc Landorus T in Showdown Calculators, this is my bad, by the way, guys. The -1 is already calculated. So basically what happened here is simple. I put -1 on the Terrakion without thinking. -1 attack. And then I calced it at +2, so it's +1. And it said that a Continental Crush would not one-shot my Landorus T. So, yeah. That's the only spoiler I'm going to give you guys to that matchup, is that I completely derped and forgot that the -1 is already being calculated due to the Intimidate ability. Now, if we take away the Intimidate ability here, Continental Crush has a 62.5% chance to one-shot. So there you guys go. Pretty bad on my part for missing that. Anyways, Lander C is also there for the Haxorus, like I mentioned, unless he's running special attacking Haxorus, which I doubt he would. Lander C can easily deal with it. Just Earthquake it away. So let's do some calcs here. Haxorus, UU, Dragon Dance. Earthquake is a 2-shot. Outrage actually does 71.4% damage, and at +1, it will have a 31.3% chance to one-hit KO. Although if we switch Lander C in, actually, we switch Lander C in, his +1 will be negated here. It does get a Sword Dance up though. It's going to be a guaranteed one-hit KO on our Landers T. Now, I don't know if he would run Outrage because we do have a Slurpuff on our roster, although we haven't brought it to a match yet. But it's there. It's possible that he could do that. Next mon that we bring is going to be Jungle Fever, the Mega Venusaur with Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Hidden Power, Fire, Synthesis. Pretty standard set. We are running the Calm Nature this time, 248 HP, 88 Defense, 156 Special Defense, and 16 Speed. Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain for stab. We have Hidden Power, Fire to deal with Endurance. We have Synthesis to basically heal off HP. I like Synthesis over Leech Seed, maybe because Leech Seed doesn't heal as much, and they can get rid of it by switching out. Granted though, the extra damage on the opponent's mons is pretty cool. So let's do some calcs here with Mega Venusaur. Alakazam's Life Orb Psychic will actually not even one-shot our Mega Venusaur unless we take prior damage. If we do take Stealth Rocks, however, it will have a 31.3% chance to one-hit KO. Now the odds are still in our favor, and we can just hit with Sludge Bomb, do a maximum of 57.6% damage. Alakazam is one of the Z-move users, however, so he could go for Shatter Psyche. Although if you're running a Z-move user, most likely one of your coverage moves is going to be backed up by the Z-Crystal, so I don't really have to worry about a Shatter Psyche Psychic. Alakazam is already threatening as it is, with base 135 special attack. Terrakion here, set Sweeper with Stone Edge will do a maximum of 42.4% damage. At +2, maximum of 84.4. However, at neutral, the Z move will do 76.3, and at +2, obviously it will be a one-hit KO. Mega Venusaur can hit back with a Giga Drain and do a maximum of 79% damage to the Terrakion. So barring it getting any boost, Venusaur can deal with it fine. As far as Dirt goes, I assume RU Home Claws. Hidden Power Fire, obviously going to be a guaranteed one-hit KO. And then we have Iron Head, which does a maximum of 45.6% damage. With the Z move, backed by Hustle, it does a maximum of 90.3% damage. And if it's at +1 because of Home Claws, it's going to be a guaranteed one-hit KO. I believe the same is for the X-Scissor as well, so I don't really need to calc that. Rotom Heat against our Mega Venusaur. If he's a defensive pivot, Rotom Heat will do a maximum of 30-something% damage. Let's get these calcs right. 35.4% damage, whereas Venusaur can just 3-hit KO the Rotom Heat with Sludge Bomb. Now, after the first overheat, he'll be at -2 special attack. So then he'll only do 19.3% damage to the Mega Venusaur. Synthesis, stall him, or just keep going for Sludge Bombs. This guy has, barring Durant, no immunities to Sludge Bomb. And if that's what's Durant, he risks taking a Hidden Power Fire afterwards. And that's not something I think his Durant wants to take. Now, he does have a Mega Sharpedo on his team, that's true. The thing is, Gen 7 actually gave Mega Sharpedo a nice new little toy in Psychic Fangs. Psychic Fangs is basically like Crunch, only it's a Psychic type move and it kind of breaks screens. It's also boosted by Strong Jaw. And Psychic Fangs will do a maximum of 83.8% damage, whereas Giga Drain will do a maximum, will be a 81.3% chance to one-hit KO the Mega Sharpedo. So, his Mega Sharpedo will not be able to one-shot 1v1 our Mega Venusaur at full health. If we have rocks on our side of the field, well, Stealth Rocks, it's going to be a guaranteed 2-hit KO after Stealth Rocks, even with Psychic Fangs, so yeah. 1v1ing my Mega Venusaur Mega Sharpedo is not going to be in his best interest. He needs to take prior damage on my Venusaur before he tries to do the grand finale coup de grace with Mega Sharpedo. Mega Venusaur can basically wall out his Serena, Clefable, and Rotom barring a Choice Spec set, which actually would do a maximum of, I believe, 50 to 60% damage. But then after a -2, it won't even be a 2-hit KO unless he gets a critical hit. So Rotom can also be walled out by the Venusaur. Haxorus, barring a Swords Dance, can be dealt with by the Venusaur as well, with Sludge Bomb doing a maximum of 50-something% damage, if I remember correctly. Let's go for the Calcir for Haxorus. You use Swords Dance. Again, he is not a Z-move user because he is not allowed to use his Haxorus as a Z-move user before week 7. So, Earthquake or Outrage does 56.4, Earthquake does 31.1, and Poison Jab does 25.2. At +2, Outrage has a guaranteed one-hit KO after Stealth Rock. However, it'll have a 68.8% chance to one-hit KO without the Stealth Rocks. And Earthquake does a maximum of 61.8, Poison Jab does 49.4, where Sludge Bomb does 62.2 maximum damage. Next up on our team is going to be Void Gaming the Victini here with Zen Headbutt, V-Create, Bolt Strike, U-Turn. Victini is going to be our secondary Scarfer of the match. We wanted to deal with his Alakazam because Alakazam is the fastest thing on his roster, and he is no doubt going to bring it. It would definitely be in his best interest. One thing we want to watch out for is him predicting it and going for like a Shadow Ball or even a Z move on the Switch, because Never Ending Nightmare will be a guaranteed one-shot on our Victini. Now, V-Create will do maximum of 215.3% damage. U-Turn will have a 81.3% chance of one-hit KO. Bolt Strike will have the 25% chance of one-hit KO, and Zen Headbutt will be a 3-hit KO on the Alakazam. So basically, Alakazam doesn't really want to switch into a Victini's attack. Definitely doesn't. Without the Z move though, Shadow Ball will do a maximum of 59.5% damage to our Victini here. We are running 104 HP, max attack, 4 defense, 148 speed. This is, I believe, to outspeed Scarfed, Timid, Rotom Heat. We should have probably speed creeped the Haxorus, but I don't anticipate him bringing Choice Scarf Haxorus to this matchup because it'd be tough for him to be locked in against a Rotom, not Rotom, but a Skarmory or a Landorus. It'd be very sucky for him. So, Victini is also here to deal with the Clefable, because Clefable can't do much with Moonblast or really any of its coverage moves. I don't think barring Shadow Ball gets the coverage move to deal with Victini, so OU Magic Guard from the Victini's V-Crate will do a maximum of 65.8% damage, so it'll be a 2-shot already. Clefable can't 1v1 Victini. If he wants to send in his Sharpedo, assuming he is not already Mega, Sharpedo, regular Sharpedo, will take a maximum of 102.7% damage. If he is not Mega, he faces a possible one-hit KO on his Sharpedo. If he is Mega though, when he does switch in, assuming he does not have any prior damage on him, he'll take a maximum of, hold on a sec here, a maximum of 69.6% damage. Obviously, Crunch will one-shot the Victini. Waterfall will have a 6.3% chance of one-hit KO due to all Victini's HP investment. Crunch will be a guaranteed KO because of Strong Jaw. Victini's V-Crate on Haxorus will do a maximum of 54.9% damage, so Haxorus is also not a good switch into it. The only possible switching he has for it, barring Mantine, is going to be Terrakion, because Terrakion will take a maximum of 49.7% damage. Mantine is the best switch in here for V-Create, as Mantine will most likely just take from this spread 41.5% damage, but does have to be wary of a possible Bolt Strike prediction, which will guarantee one-shot his Mantine. And last but not least is going to be our Righteous the Blastoise. We actually had Toxic on this Blastoise over Ice Beam. I'm not exactly sure why. I guess I was originally planning to use it as a Wackenberry set like I did against Carl. But ultimately I decided that Assault Vest would be better for the Alakazam and whatnot. So I forgot to take Toxic off. I would have replaced it with Ice Beam, but again the match has already happened. I'm not really going to spoil the result. But I probably shouldn't have had Toxic on an Assault Vest Blastoise. Fortunately though, Miracle does go around Assault Vest, Rapid Spin is there to clear away hazards. And if he does want to switch his Golurk, he risks a Scald from our Blastoise. You're right, 248 HP, 4 defense, 156 special defense, 100 speed. This is a speed creep, the standard Rotom Heat UU defensive pivot set. Again, Miracle is there to basically kill something if he goes for Volt Switch. The only thing that can ruin this is if he Volt Switches into a Sharpedo, the Miracle won't have any effect on it. But otherwise, anything else that switches into it after a Volt Switch will be killed by Miracle. I want to do some calcs here with Blastoise, so let me go ahead and do that. Righteous the Blastoise with this EV spread versus his Rotom Heat. Let's assume Rotom Heat is defensive pivot. A defensive pivot Rotom Heat is going to do a maximum of 29.1% damage to Blastoise, whereas Skull will do a maximum of 58.9% damage. And as you can see here, 100 speed will actually speed creep the standard defensive pivot Rotom Heat set by 1 point. If he is a Choice Specs user though, Choice Specs Rotom Heat will actually do a maximum of 56.2% damage with Volt Switch. With Thunderbolt, however, it should not one-hit KO. Do a maximum of 71.3% damage. So if he tries to say, go for a Specs Thunderbolt, then we just Miracle and blast that Rotom Heat out. So that's basically the team that I'm bringing against SlowFormula of the Chicago Ursarings. Let's review it real quick. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Surf, Hidden Power, Fire, Max Special Attack, Max Speed, 4 Special Defense with Choice Scarf on the Raichu. We got Skarmory, aka Scratcher, Rocky Helmet, 248 HP, 252 Defense, 8 Special Defense, Ironhead, Spikes, Roost, and Roar. Spikes is there to basically set up on Haxorus and Durant. We got Roar to basically phase out his setups. And we have Ironhead for Stab to basically deal with the Terrakion and the Clefable. Lando Team Mighty with Earthquake, U-Turn, Gravity, Stealth Rock, Rocky Helmet, 252 HP, 216 Defense, 24 Special Defense, and 16 Speed. Jungle Fever, the Mega Venusaur, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Hidden Power, Fire, and Synthesis. 248 HP, 88 Defense, 156 Special Defense, and 16 Speed with the Mega Stone. Then we have our second choice Scarfer, Victini, 104 HP, 252 Attack, 4 Defense, 148 Speed with V-Create, Zen Headbutt, Bolt Strike, and U-Turn. There is no point in running max speed on Victini because at +1, Mega Sharpedo will outspeed Jolly Scarf Victini because Mega Sharpedo is base 105 speed. So our Victini definitely would not outspeed unless he was adamant. And then we have Righteous the Blastoise, Scald. Unfortunately, we have Toxic on it because I kind of forgot to change it because I changed the item last minute. Then we got Miracle and Rapid Spin with 248 HP, 4 Defense, 156 Special Defense, and 100 Speed. So, going to this match, I have a game plan. Outspeed the Alakazam unless it's Scarf Course. Wall out the Haxorus and the Durant with Skarmory. Try Hazard Stack. And basically just try to outplay the opponent. If I was to predict 6 Pokemon for him to bring, I would have to predict Mega Sharpedo, Rotom Heat, Serena, Clefable, Alakazam, and Terrakion. But it's possible it could bring Mantine. It's possible it could bring Serena. It's very possible it could bring Golurk, because that thing does hit hard with Dynamic Punch. And he could bring Haxorus as well, although I don't expect a choice score of Haxorus. If he's going to choice any Mon on his entire roster, it's most likely going to be the Terrakion. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for our Season 3, Week 6 Team Builder against SlowFormula, the Chicago Ursaring. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the battle. This will be uploaded before the battle goes live. The battle goes live the day after this Team Builder is uploaded. So guys, if you enjoyed this fantastic Team Builder, leave a like, comment, and Thunderbolt the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. And remember, keep riding the Thunder Waves to victory! Okay, thanks, bye.